Hey, BTD, how's it going, man? Well, I wanted to do something a little different. Usually, like when I do a live stream, I'm doing something like I'm watching, uh, well, or something, so I don't get a chance to talk to you much. Hey there, Rhonda. I missed your guys' live karaoke last Saturday. Glad to see you. Oh, okay, okay. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I'm here in the basement, the Rust basement right here. I got a little decked out here and some artifacts from the past. You can see my Mario 3 poster in the back, um, and I got some some like music posters there in the background. uh, nah, not quite. Nah, nah. I actually subscribed to his channel. He's got some pretty cool videos. I wanted to show you these T-shirts I got. Um, I got them actually I got it on discount. There's a place called FYE. I don't know if you guys have it down there. It's used to be like a music store. Still got some locations open that have they have CDs and DVDs and all that kind of stuff. But they were going out of business, so when they went out of business, they were like, I was like 75% off a lot of their stuff. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't see stores like that much anymore because who buys CDs, right? Well, I do, but most people don't. Most people don't buy CDs. Everybody downloads it now. I like the physical copy of the CD. Here, I'll show you my CDs. Here is all the CDs I got. Oh no, here's some more up there. I'm not sure how many I got total, but I got quite a bit. And I got some records, and even got some cassettes over here. Old, good old cassettes. Yeah, the Rust Bunker. That's what it is. Yeah. So, yeah, I got some stuff here. Like, there's the Philippi, West Virginia. When I went to Philippi, they gave me a magnet. They're really cool. Like, when I went over there, they, when I went over there, they gave me a lot of the stuff. But what I was saying, yeah, so they were there at the CD FYE. They were had a price reduction, and then the all shirts. Well, not all shirts. Shirts that had like this blue sticker on it was like $3. That was it. And these are like really cool shirts. You know, they weren't like cheap shirts or anything. They were normally like 20 some bucks. So I bought quite a few of them. So I wanted to show them off to you guys. Here, let me show them to you. So I got this shirt right here, classically trained. The only CDs I have are the ones I don't know about. Yeah, I got pretty much an idea where all my CDs are. I got a few loose in the truck. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now this one wasn't $3. This one was actually 10. Still good deal. Good deal overall. And then we got another classic one, Asteroids right here. That one was $3. Yeah, that's the ones I got. I got the printer CDs. Yep. I'll burn the CDs off of that. And then if you like heavy metal, Motorhead. That was only $3. It's pretty cool because it's got like this skull with the. It's pretty neat. There's a little bit of blood right there on that axe. And then I thought this was kind of cool. This is some old school right here. If you remember Captain Planet from the 90s, you know, they had these group of kids that had these little rings, and you could summon Captain Planet, and he would bail them out. So recycling super cool, folks. That's like, and people talk about like how it's, you know, it's not that great of a show or something, but I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, yeah, I know it's like a PSA announcement, is pretty much all it was, but I thought it was pretty cool. I like the design of the characters, like the bad guys, and where that was kind of creatively done, I thought. And then this one right here, actually, I got when I was in Smoke Hole Caverns. I got that for Christmas. Cassie was sneaking around. She such an old school soul for a young feller. Yeah, I'm old school. I like the old stuff. I really do. But yeah, when we went to Smoke Hole Caverns, I was filming everything. I was outside filming, and Cassie said, "I gotta go to the restroom," so she went in the back um, to, and I was out filming some more for the video, and then I met her as she was leaving, and she just kind of snuck something in the back, and of course Christmas was on the way, and when I when on Christmas morning. She gave me the Sasquatch. So, so she snuck around and got me that. It's a pretty cool shirt. I like it. Search of Sasquatch, West Virginia. I actually wore that in the last video, the Stonewall Jackson video. So it's in there. So, yeah. Yeah. So, just wanted to show you that. The majority of them I got them for $3, and I think they're still doing the sale right now. So, I might even try to come up this weekend. It's actually in Harrisonburg. They're still keeping some other stores open, they said. So not all of them are closed, but the majority of them, or at least this location. I don't know about the majority of them. I would say eventually they'll probably all kind of close down because they're kind of a novelty store now. You know, they have a lot of like retro stuff like this. They still have CDs and there, which is a place here in Stanton, right across from me. I know. That's like Goodwill cheap, and you don't have to worry about holes or something in them or something. They used to have a CD store right across the where I live. I used to go there all the time, and then they closed down probably about, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. I do got some plans for some trips in the summer. I, I'm very I need to get better at planning. I'm more kind of I don't plan. I just kind of go. I have an idea in the back of my mind, and then I kind of figure it out as I go. I'm already planning for some things as it goes along, but no concrete plans. But I got some ideas. Oh yeah, you want to see some more of the music collection? Okay, I'll show it to you here. Let's see. Well, I've thought about actually coming to North Carolina sometime. I would like to go down to, uh, well, just take down like down past like the Blue Ridge Parkway down through that way. Um, so Asheville area, I think Asheville, North Carolina. I got that right. In that area. I like to go down that way, or Mount Airy. There, that's what I was thinking of. Mount Airy. I do a video of that because really I'm not that far. I can do that probably in a weekend. I may have to get a hotel or something like that and then come back, but make a long weekend out of it. But yeah, I would definitely like to do that. I got plans to do that. And then I got plans to maybe do some more things in West Virginia because I do go there every few months because I got family there. So, oh, okay, cool. Well, hey, if you want to do something like that, maybe you could message me through because I don't want you to put any of your private stuff or anything like that, obviously, here. But if you want it, like on through Facebook, you can just go to the About, and then you can send me a message there, and we can. When I'm in there, then I can kind of look you up. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking about doing is just going to some places close by in driving distance, even looking at places in Pennsylvania. Oh yeah, I watched the video for Andy Griffith Museum. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like that. And if they don't allow you to film that, I'll take pictures and I'll just put it all in like one, like collage, kind of like I did the one of my other videos. Yeah. Yeah, good videos. I always enjoy the stuff you guys do. But yeah, I'll show you some more of my music collection here. So I got all kinds of genres of music from folk, metal. I have not very many rap, but I do have jazz. I really like jazz. Kind of sneaking around with the video. Nothing wrong with that. I just don't get caught, right? I mean, it's promotion, really. I mean, that's what it is. That's what I think. I mean, it's good for them. If they watch it, people are going to come see it. Oh yeah, yeah. I've never been to the bunker. I've driven by there, but I've never been to the bunker. There's a lot of cool things in West Virginia. I'm so glad I got the mummies video done, and because I've been wanting to do that for a long time. And I know I mentioned it in the video there a little bit, but no, yeah, exactly. Uh, yeah, I know I mentioned in the video about when I first went there to the mummies, it's very low staffed, so whatever when you show up, they may not even be open. But I called ahead of time before I was supposed to be there, and I said, "Hey, are you guys going to be open on Saturday? Because I'm gonna come in and I'd like to check it out." And they said, "Yeah." But when I called, they were actually uh, it was like the number was out of service. So yeah, so I called the city. Is this still open? I thought it was still going on, and they're like, yeah, it still is. Let me connect you with somebody else, and then maybe they can help you. And they're like, well, I'm going to give you the number to this person, who actually was my principal from high school. Yeah, I called their number, and actually the number on the door of the museum, when it says, please call for additional questions or anything like that, I think it says something of that nature. And when I called it, it was out of service. I was like, well, okay. Man, I drove over here and it's closed. But they gave me the number, who turned out to be my principal from high school, and I called him up, and he's like, where are you at? And I'm like, oh, I'm right here. I'm in the parking lot. And he's like, oh, well, he's like, I don't know why they didn't open it up today. I'll be there in about 5 minutes. So he came by, and I waited out there for him, and he came by and locked the door, and he recognized me. We had a nice little chat and everything, and while I was filming, I was going through there, and this guy comes in, and I hear him come in, and he's like, oh, you came in and unlocked it, huh? And my principal's like, well, yeah, and he's like, well, I didn't think anybody show up because it was raining. I was like, it's indoors. It's a museum. I mean, that might be a reason why somebody might want to come in, because it's raining outside, because you can't do anything outside. Maybe they want to check out something inside. But it's kind of cool. He was really glad to see us. Um, and he gave us a bunch of stuff. Like I said, he gave me this magnet right here, Philippi, West Virginia magnet. And then I got this shot glass over here, Philippi, West Virginia. See my Dukes of Hazzard cars up here? I had those when I was a kid. And what else did he give me? What else I got over here? There's my Dilbert. Oh yeah, he gave me a little history there. Oh, keychain. Philippi, West Virginia keychain. So that was kind of cool. It turned out to be a really good experience. And you know, most of these like small places that you visit, at least that I've came across in this area. Now I'm sure that there are. Yeah, yeah, those are original Dukes. I think. I mean, I had them since I was a young kid. I used to have. I used to have the. What was it the police? Oh, let me get up here on the shelf. Stand on my tippy toes. I used to have the police car, but I lost it when I was a kid, so I don't have that one. But they're kind of rough, as you can see right there. I played with them quite a bit, but I got them for keeps. Little Dr. Gonzo poster there too. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of the places that you go visit, they're very welcoming to video or anything. Oh, the picture. That's my grandfather actually right there. That's my grandfather. It's a picture where he's in Korea, and that's my grandma right there. On the what is that? Like a little horse or something? I don't know what she's riding. Yeah. And over here, I got this. Over here is actually my grandma and my. It's hard to see, I know, probably. That's my grandma and my. Never met. My grandmother died before I was born, and that's a picture that was made. I believe was made in Korea, because they took an actual picture and then they posted it in there. And when my dad died, I got the picture. Yeah, my grandfather is no longer living, and my grandmother is no longer living. So actually, I don't have any living grandparents. My grandmother lived to a pretty older age. She drove up until she was in her, say, in her 80s. And then she said just one day she just didn't feel like driving anymore. She still was in really good shape and everything until like the last few years of her life. But yeah. And then I got this really cool painting right here. This is from a local artist, Angus. Not Angus Young. I can't. My last name has escaped me. That's crazy. But yeah, this is a painting I got. It's been a few years ago. This is Robert Johnson. If you guys know who Robert Johnson is, a great blues singer. They claim sold his soul to the devil. But yeah. But yeah, I got way too many CDs. I need to stop buying them. I find them at Goodwill, and I can only get them like 25 cents. This is the last one that I bought. Saturday Morning Cartoons Greatest Hits, but it's got like alternative bands on it. So you got like Sponge and Semi Soul, the Butthole Surfers, Ramones, Violent Femmes, Sublime, all these guys doing the old Saturday morning cartoon. I thought that was kind of funny, so I had to buy it. It wasn't that expensive, so it's Goodwill. Oh, and also I got these. That's another thing that's gonna be cool. Yeah, gotta go with the Mountaineers. Mountaineers. Can't go wrong with the Mountaineer. I'm since I'm from West Virginia, I'm obligated to have at least one West Virginia, but I have more than one West Virginia uh, item. You're required to be a West Virginia fan if you're from West Virginia. But I also got these. These are really cool. This is what I'm going to hand out when I go to places. I got the beautiful Rust card. Unfortunately, it has no credit. I can hand this out and show people and spread the good word about the channel. That's another surprise that Cassie got me. She ordered this for me, and I like this on the corner. It says specializing in finding the unique and unusual. So, so pretty cool. I got a whole box of them. I got like, I think she said it was like 5,000 or something. I don't know. So, plenty. You find some odd things. Yeah, sometimes I do run into that. I like interesting things. And this whole area is, I mean, the Shenandoah Valley's got a lot of interesting stuff. It really does. Yeah. Yep. And I appreciate you guys coming along with me and watching it. I'm getting close to 100 subscribers, so that'd be awesome to be at 100 subscribers. I mean, I know for some of these people that do these things, 100 is nothing, but for me, it's special. 83 is special. That's what I try to do, you know. Before I started this channel, you know, I'd get on, you know, live streams like with the Carpetbagger or Adam, and I would comment and say, hey, maybe you should check out this place, or maybe you should check out that place. And of course, there were so many people in that chat. It was hard for them to even read that. But then I said, you know what? Maybe I should just do the video, not wait on them to do it and watch it. Maybe I should just record it. So that's one of the reasons that got me into starting to do these videos. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. You know, there's still some things I got that I'm thinking of that we're going to get into. You got to be, you know, with this time of year, you know, yeah. You know, at this time of year, you know, you're not sure with the weather what you're going to get into, but there's some indoor places that I can definitely check out. Like this weekend, you know, I film every weekend. At least I try to. And then the way I usually film is I'll film the weekend and already have a video uploaded on that day, so I'll have another one ahead. So I'm always ahead of things. I need to do a little better and actually kind of maybe plan it better as time goes on. But this weekend it's supposed to snow. Yeah, there you go. They're saying they're calling for about 8 inches of snow. So if we get 8 inches, this whole area shuts down. 1 inch of snow, and everybody freaks out. So I can imagine 6 to 8 inches is going to be, it'll be like the end of times. People will be going crazy. Um, so we'll probably I'll just have to see how it goes. I called somebody and about this place that I found, and they'll allow me to film and everything. So I'm kind of excited about that. The last video I did was Stonewall Jackson. I like doing videos about individuals too, about their lives and learning new things about those people. And of course, there's a lot of that here. Oh yeah, well I'm glad you like the editing. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit better with that. Yeah. Um, I definitely want to continue to improve on that. Oh, you're good. I knew what you were saying. A lot of these times when I'm typing on these live chats, I can't even. I got in my mind. I go in there and type it really fast, and then when it comes out, it's like a totally different word. That dang spell check gets me every time. Ugh. I'll go over here. That's all right. No worries. It's good to have a little live. I thought about doing like an edited video of this, just kind of showing my t-shirts and all that. But um, it's good to have a nice live one because that way I can talk to you guys a little bit. Uh, and if you notice, I've done like 2 videos a week here. Some here more often than what I've done before. So I don't know if I can continue that with working, and I worked overtime too, so it's not as easy to do that. But these kind of things I can almost do, but uh, it's not something that I do very often. I can because just keeping it entertaining and interesting the whole time. I don't know if I have that dynamic like Mike has for NTL, where he can, where they can walk around and talk and everything, and has that very family atmosphere. But I'm not sure if I have that quite yet to do that. Um, Definitely not on that regular basis. He's a master at that. Um, but yeah, that's kind of the plan. Just kind of thought I'd do a little video here, just showing off the deals I have. Might even do some more things about that. Let's see. Ah, heating up you some soup. There you go. Well, this is the kind of weather for some nice warm soup. Yeah, this is some nice weather for that. Being so cold. Is it cold out there in North Carolina? There's a little warmer. It's been cold today. High winds. Ah, mm-mm. Yeah, cold and windy. You guys supposed to get a lot of snow too, or you gonna miss out on some of it? But yeah, what I was saying was I think I might get some. Um, oh, good. I'm glad it's gonna miss you. That's good. You guys got enough the last time. um, I'd like to maybe do some videos about like some thrift videos kind of thing. I don't know if you guys would like that or not, but I might do that. Um, uh, I like finding deals, and Cassie does too. But we usually go to places like Goodwill or you know, actually all the stuff that I was showing you, the 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 bookcase or this thing right here, the case right here that I got it right there. I got that at Goodwill. Only paid like 20 bucks for it. And then the stereo system I got there, the speakers are what I had when I was a kid, but the cassette player, the receiver, and the CD player all came from Goodwill, and um, that's probably like a 1970s receiver right there, with the silver right there, this up there. So that was only like, let's see, cassette player was like $2. The CD player was about $2, and then that one was a little higher. But I had like the original CD player I had when I was a kid for the longest time. So there's a lot of cool deals that you can get, and I kind of think that kind of falls in the channel because you're still finding beautiful things that are kind of not wanted by everybody else, maybe, and you end up finding some good deals. So I might do something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, I had some good stuff in dumpsters and things like that. I haven't really done dumpster diving. I'm not that committed, but yeah, that's really cool. It's amazing how much people throw away that are really good stuff, good quality stuff, just because maybe they're upgrading or something like that, and they just throw it away instead of, maybe donating it somewhere or something. I mean, it could work perfect. Or maybe there's just something small that's wrong with it, and they'll just toss it. Um, I'm not about that, but I'll take the find. If I can find something cool out of it. I need to get me, I need to get me, since with my classically trained NES shirt, I was playing some NES the other day, and the system that I use, which is a retro system, it's a Retron Trio. It just like stopped on me, so I need to get me another one because I got all these Nintendo games. I can't play them now. Oh yeah, they sure do. Yes, yeah, they just throw stuff away. And, if it's just if the package is open, I think they'll just because they can't sell it if the seal's already broken, so they'll just toss it a lot of times. Now I think sometimes they'll donate things like that, but probably another video that I might do in the future would be uh, there is the largest antique shop in the world, they say. Well, in the country, maybe the country. Oh, getting little taters? Okay. All right. Good. I want to say it shouldn't be too tatery here in the house. Um, but I think it's the largest in the country. Just, it's a huge place. Huge. A lot of antiques. I like antiques. Although, if you want to get the good deal, in my opinion, you don't go to an antique shop because they know what they got, so they're going to charge you even more for it. It's going to be a high price. So I don't usually buy a lot at antique places, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean that I won't. It's just I haven't found anything that really caught my eye, and with the price and so forth. They do have some neat stuff though. Yeah, exactly. They don't want to get rid of them. They know what they got. They want to give you the highest price that they can for it because they know if you appreciate it, they know you're willing to pay for it. Whereas some of the other places that I look, that's it's not necessarily that. It's kind of the luck, the first one that gets there, to get the deal. Okay, cool. Well, I might do some here in the winter. Once it warms up and things like that. I'll be doing some other stuff too. And well, it's really not weather related. I can still do a lot of other things. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, there's tons of Civil War history here. Um, I do like the Civil War, so I might do that. I've been watching a really nice Civil War documentary off of Netflix here recently, so I'm learning a whole lot about the Civil War. But I mean, obviously, this was a big uh, player. The state, this whole area was a big place in that. Yeah, Cassie's doing pretty good. She's starting back. This is her back at the second semester. So so far so good. She was drawing uh, cells yesterday. She had that. She said she never thought that she'd have to get coloring pencils in college, but she had to go run over and pick up some colored pencils, and she was drawing the these cells under a microscope. They said that if you look under the microscope and then you draw what you see, that'll help you to memorize or to memorize how the cells look, what you're going to look for, so your brain will be trained to look for it. Well, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. Uh, way things are going right now, you don't know. And I can kind of see both sides on that. But I don't know. I think you should preserve history, well, at least in a museum or something, and not take it completely away. Um, and it was, it wasn't a black and white situation. Well, that's a bad use of terms, I guess. But it wasn't, it just one clear cut reason for everything, the areas and everything. And, yeah, uh, it's, I'd hate to see, them take everything down and remove it as if it didn't completely exist. Um, it's good to learn and learn each individual person how they were affected by the Civil War. People that fought in the war, uh, they didn't. They wasn't the ones making the big decisions and all that stuff. Like even Robert E. Lee was actually against slavery and things like that. But he still sided with the South, but he almost was on the Union side. He was very close. They offered him the job, and he thought about it, but he couldn't fight while he was in Virginia. He couldn't fight people against people in the state that he lived in and grew up in and things like that. He just couldn't do that, so that's why he chose to be on the South. So there's a lot of interesting stories with that time period. And I like to learn about that. I mean, the last battle where everything was, where it all ended, uh, when the Civil War officially ended, was at Appomattox, which is not far from here at all. And actually, when I went to Philippi, West Virginia, that their claim to fame is the first land battle of the Civil War. Although I know like the first big battle was like Bull Run, but um, Philippi had a little skirmish um, right through that cover bridge that I filmed. And they every year they do a reenactment of that happening, and which I like to check out. Um, they do it in May, I believe, so I might try to do that in May. So there's a lot of interesting things that I definitely want to check out. Exactly. Yeah, it's the the poor man fights the rich man's battles. That's how it usually goes, or uh, the average guy, the average person, fights fights the battles for everyone, and they're the ones that take the most hit, obviously. I'm glad you liked the shirts and a little tour of my little basement here. I've kind of taken over the place and got some really cool things. Got some books. Got plenty of books here that I haven't even read yet. Most of them, but I need to get that. I just don't find the time to do it like I used to. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are coming along and watching the video with me and watching all these videos that I make almost every week. So, well, you go ahead and get you some soup. I'm actually going to end this here in just a few minutes anyway. So, get you some soup. What kind of soup you having? Oh, veggie soup. That's good. Microsoft Flight Simulator. I had that as a kid. Um, yeah, I had that on the old IBM computer. I played a little bit of it. I wasn't that good at it. I was really excited when I got it. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and watching this. I might leave it up since, and we'll see how the quality is. Of course, like all these live videos. But coming along. I was going to say be sure to like and subscribe, but I know you guys are subscribers, so. But anybody that watches this video that's not a subscriber, after I've posted it, be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video if you like it. See you both later. See everybody later. I'll see you all in the next one.